모습이 일그러지는 mystery Falling 해가 저물면 문을 열어둬 모든 빛이 사라진 밤 나나나나 스르르 잠든 스르르 곁에 아무도 모르게 다가갈게 now oh now 수많은 별이 너만을 비추기 헤매지 않게 눈을 떠봐 내 손을 잡아봐 매일 꿈속에만 그렸던 나잖아 그렇게도 원한 너와 내 시간들 baby 이제는 나와 함께해 문을 열어줘 가득 품에 안고 하나 된 순간 달빛을 모두 담아 끝이 없는 저 하늘에 밝은 빛이 돼줄게 언제나 꿈처럼 눈을 감아 내 손을 잡아봐 다 잊어버려 혼자였던 시간 까만 세상 속에 네 편이 돼줄게 baby 이제는 나와 함께해 baby you and I baby you and I Yeah, I knew you could do it. Game over.
First cab is finishing warming up, and then we'll be jumping into the first song here. Make sure they start at the same time. Yeah, of course, yeah. No. Oh.
We got one more warm-up song and it will be
Okay. wish I had audio out of this left cab.
Yeah, I just noticed like we're just getting the switch right that is that cab.
Yeah, I could only get audio. If you look down there, that XR1 light doesn't have an option.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you, and I guess the grand scheme of things, you do only need one if they are starting at the same time, like they should.
Yeah.
They should.
It's just for when people are warming up right now.
Right.
It's like, oh. Oh, well, we'll live. Okay, I think what's happening with the right cab is that I think some feet accidentally slid up. And then we should be good to go in a bit. Anyways, hey, commentator, you should introduce yourself.
Yeah, I will be here for at least a little bit. My name is Jason Dredd. I'm going to be doing a little bit of color, maybe play-by-play. All the commentary is going to be happening. But most of all, I think we're both really excited to be here, to be its CEO, and be doing, honestly, one of the larger projects I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, and this is Enoch. I'm just the operator. But I might try to... Man, it's been what? God.
Yeah, I was it was 3 years ago.
It was 2019, yeah. 2020, everything went to...
Well, yeah, you know what? That was a stupid question. I think I've forgotten about that year like most people probably did.
I think everyone tried to forget. But, hey, we're back. Things are a little hinky. We didn't realize calling this Project Storm, we would be bring the storm here. There's a lot of people, competitors, and help. That should not be happening. Hang on. I thought I put a sidechain compressor on the cab. I will try to fix that. But, you know, a lot of people, like staff members and competitors, a lot of people had to drop out because flights got canceled and there weren't enough to bring them over here. But let's see here. What if I just put the ratio of the sidechain? We're gonna play this by ear, but
yeah, keep us let us know how the audio mixing between the cabs and the commentaries going. We're fixing this on the fly, but once we have it set up, we should be good to go for the remainder of the tournament.
We're about to start the first song here
with a really good 16. We got Bon Chocolat. So we're gonna see just one of the classic style K-pop charts. We're gonna have a lot of visual gimmicks going on during the hold sections in the middle, a little bit of tech, but I think this should be something that everyone will do reasonably well.
Okay, let's see. Can you believe they're gonna get rid of these gimmicks starting next game?
Yeah, that seems to be the plan. So it seems like it's been since about Prime 1. There has been a pretty big focus on doing gimmicks for the K-pop charts. And with Phoenix, they are planning on removing at least the majority of them for anything that's less than an S19. So what we're seeing with the holds disappearing as soon as they're stepped on this chart for Bon Chocolat may not happen anymore starting with Phoenix.
Yeah, I think everyone in the community has been having mixed feelings about that. I understand why. There's a lot of people who get hung up about that when they first start playing the game, but it's gonna be hard to see the game lose some of its character.
Absolutely. And looking at what they did with charts, I took a little bit of break from playing, but then I come back and there's a lot of songs that just have what I would call, and I'm going to date myself here, World Max gimmicks in it. It was very different to come back to and see, like, oh, this is just the normal thing for 15s and higher now.
Oh,
That DefaultK is doing a really solid job on this so far. Ooh. Well, there we go. There's the first commentator's curse for this so far.
yeah, this is a rough one for a 16, especially this stream at the end.
Yeah, everyone did a really solid job on that. We're going to see.
Yeah!
We do have a stage break pass from Derk.
Ooh, wow.
But-
DefaultK.
But
really
highest score was definitely DefaultK.
Game over!
And that's 1 out of 4 down. So, as we're going through the tournament, we're going to have everybody get point values assigned per song that they win. So, first place is going to get 4 points in this case. Second's going to get third, all the way down to 1 point for the last place player. And what we should be doing at the end is afterwards, add all the points together. Whoever has the most is going to be moving on, or sorry, the top 2 from this group are going to be moving on to the next round.
The controller of Pump It Up.
And then we're going to start this all over again, but
You can also
we're going to be
use the
playing
button
with
that
8
lets you
players
play the
going
game
forward
steps.
from the rounds 2 through the end.
I will tell
The
you
goal of today is finding the top 2 out of everybody today that's going to be going to top 8 starting tomorrow at noon.
how to play by pressing those 2 blue steps. After you choose the song, press the yellow step and choose the level. Please press the blue steps and choose the right level for you and decide by pressing the yellow steps. Press the yellow steps again and game starts. Ouch! Did you make Full mode! New tunes. Level 1. Level 14.
We are rolling right into Kokugen Kairou Labyrinth. I am not intimately familiar with this chart. Have you played any of this?
No, I mean, honestly, I kind of checked out of Pumped Up in the last year or so. So a lot of these are kind of new to me.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I could be dead wrong here, and it's going to prove me otherwise as soon as the chart comes up, I believe this is a relatively straightforward chart. The hardest part is you are doing this at 215 BPM, so you've got a high tempo, but it is a lot of straightforward, a lot of the basics.
Okay, we are about to start here. All right, here we go. You say it's straightforward, and it starts with this slowdown.
Well, straightforward in terms of I don't believe there is a lot of tech. And trust me, I could be dead wrong on this too. We're going to experience this chart together.
Yeah, that first song, Bon Chocolat, there's a lot of twists in that stream. Like, that's a pretty hard stream for a 16.
It is, and I think all of our first round players did very well on that. Heading into the first break of the song, we've got both TehMinja and DefaultK with a full combo.
Yeah, that's very impressive, especially in this game where really dropping your combo really hits you bad.
Absolutely.
For any new viewers, Pump It Up has a pretty weird scoring system right now. Basically, all you need to know is once you hit 50 combo, all your score boosts up, and then you take a really hard fall when you miss and drop back to 0 combo. So maintain combo is really the name of the game in this game.
And DefaultK is having no problems with this chart.
Ah, come on. You shouldn't have said that.
All right, I'm not commentating on performance from anybody going forward. This has happened twice, and I feel like I've done it to DefaultK both times.
But, you know, one miss out of that, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
and that's to the end, so I think he's all right.
One miss, I think he's very comfortably in first for this song out of everybody. No!
Whoa!
He got an X. Look at
TehMinja
that.
just went right. That's a hard one. Now, what do you have? 2 misses? But I think he got that early on in the chart. That's what I mean when you get that 50 combo bonus. Where you miss often ends up being the deciding factor.
Absolutely, because if you're missing in the first 50 steps or last 50 steps to where you're not able to build up that combo bonus, the misses don't mean nearly as much coming out of that. Now, if you're constantly hitting 100 combo, you get a miss, you are losing out on that 1,000 point bonus for every step you take when you have that 51 or higher combo.
All right, now this song, I do know. Man, this is the Adios tool here.
Is this the one that uses 3 buttons? It uses the top 3?
Oh, not this one. This is the S15. Well, I was just marking one. This is the Everglow. This is the Everglow tool right here. But also, I remember this coming out, and it was the D23 or whatever, or maybe it was the D21 that had these really interesting bracket streams.
Oh, yeah, yep, I know what you're talking about.
I remember this song coming out, and I remember just particularly Hudson freaking out and playing this one chart for like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, this was one of the first release, not even first patch songs within XX, and it was the D20 itself is a fantastic, like real good tutorial on how to bracket the harder charts.
Absolutely,
it's a D20, yes, but when you're just, it's mostly 8th notes and bracketing all the way through.
Now that being said, I'm not that familiar with the S15.
So I was thinking it may be the top 3 arrows. I believe it is actually both bottoms and center. So if you remember the old Go Back Crazy from NX1, to date myself again, where I believe that one was just top 2 arrows in the center. They do like recycling gimmicks like that. As old licenses phase out, they'll bring new songs in. So people that play Pump may remember Join the Party Crazy. Very classic chart where you hold the center and then do everything around that the entire time. We now have 2 or 3 charts like that now. We are moving on to Adios.
Everglow.
Look, I swear, once we start getting into 17s or 18s, I'm going to remember these charts better.
See, my problem is that I play so much doubles that's where all my knowledge of the game is.
Yeah.
Now. And then I'm real no man's territory because I'm not that good, so my doubles knowledge is like 17.
But that is a good point to bring up about doubles. So there is in the rule set for this tournament an option to where as long as everybody that's currently in a pool agrees, we can start getting doubles charts before top 8. I'm excited to see if anybody exercises that.
I can't wait for some sick ones to come out.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get all 8 players in a pool to agree, but I hope we do before the end of the night.
The symmetry of this chart is kind of interesting because usually symmetry is used to make a chart feel balanced and to kind of alleviate some of the stress of turning left and right. But all the symmetry is used to accentuate all the twists in this chart. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and we've got Derk really pulling out on this chart so far. DefaultK and Derk are both holding, I believe, a full combo for both, but DefaultK may have one good going into the end.
That's a really interesting twist right there.
Oh yeah, we've got some really solid tech coming out of here. Thankfully the song is slow, so double stepping is an option. Really good pull out by everybody. See what we got.
Oh, but right here, ooh,
we got,
nice.
Yeah, 1S, and everybody stage break past that song. Stage breaks don't add anything to your score, but it does look better at the end.
Yeah, I think for sure, though, that DefaultK is going to come out here victorious out of this pool. He's been performing really well out of this pool.
Yeah, I'm trying to track things over here on my own, but I believe he's gotten first place in 2 songs and second place in 1. He's looking really good to move on to the next pool.
You got to watch out for Minja, though, because that Kokugen as was pretty surprising. Heading into La Cinquantaine. Now, I feel like the things that happened with this song's video has kind of overshadowed the song. You know, I gotta say, it is kind of interesting seeing a lot of these composers that came out from the early days of O2 Jam and a bunch of other Korean games finally get themselves into Pump in recent years. It's been weird. The early days of Pump It Up, they were kind of sequestered off their own island amongst Korean rhythm games, and for me, it's been really cool seeing everyone O2 Jam, Easy the AC, DJ come into the game and be introduced to a new audience, because so many of the Korean games never left Korea, and now everyone across Rogue can really discover these new artists.
And I definitely played O2 Jam as well, so a lot of these artists, I remember looking for them specifically on musi.jp to try and get as much as I could from them. I burned CDs of Pori and Anoken music that I could find. So we don't have Anoken on Pump yet, but he is on the song list for Phoenix, so I'm excited to see what they end up using.
Ooh, that's a twist out of that.
Yeah, we've got Sig.
Just having to use your center foot as the anchor there. You gotta swing that foot.
So far, Derk is the last one holding on to a full combo so far. But no one is really getting tripped up too much with anything this song throws at them. This definitely does have a higher step density than most of the other charts. Kokugen, while faster, was mostly 8th notes. We're seeing a lot more 16th note streams in this chart.
It's a stream, but also it's 164. It's a pretty mid-tempo. That's a weird word to say for 160 BPM. That's where we are at with music games. I've seen a lot of people, they can do the stream, but a lot of people are getting grades. They're stepping too early. people say that pump's not really a timing game, but once you get into a certain level of physical activity, you kind of just, you still need to have that timing down, or else you're gonna get off sync.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you get into higher difficulties or, you know, lower difficulties now where you start seeing rolling brackets incorporated earlier and earlier. You have to be on time when you're doing that.
I like to tell people who say that, you know, Pump has no timing, that it's ultimately, it's not just a physical game, it's a mental game. Once your steps become more complex, it's harder to keep your tempo mentally. So no, even though the timing windows of Pump are wider, it's like it gets harder faster. That's a...
Yeah, and speaking of timing, Derk with 8 crates and 2 misses, he took first in that song.
That's impressive out of Derk.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing which 2 are going to be moving on to the next group.
So let's see here. So on that note, let's see if this will work. Transition to the brackets here. Anyone can check the brackets in the pools at Start GG. I'm going to pop that link in the chat. Also, let's put in some music, because why not? Alright, let's see here.
미친 듯이 달려도 넌 다시 또
Sorry that the view is so jank, but I'm putting in here our scoring spreadsheet here. So out of everyone, DefaultK really came out as the victor here. But you know, we go further, and Derk and TehMinja really put up a good fight there. There's been some. Go down here. There's some interesting things that happen down here in the stats. You can see here that, let's see, for example, Bon Chocolat, that, man, that's a 16. You can see so many less misses on the other songs. You know, I say maybe time for a re-rating, but I don't think we're getting a re-rating on that one, since that's probably leaving next game. But, damn. So you can see here, there's some interesting things going on here. For example, on Kokugen, like, let's see here. One, 4, 0, and yet, DefaultK won, even though TehMinja got 0 misses, all because those bats still drop your combo. It's going to be interesting how things shake up when Phoenix changes the scoring system of the game.
It is. It is moving more towards what people would consider a PA type of structure for scoring, but with dropping the combo and the focus on the combo, but also the combo bonuses. I've seen a couple of different data sets that people have ran on tournament matches, and for the most part, it doesn't seem like it changes most in high-level play. But when you start getting into intermediate songs where you're having fewer steps.
Oh, you know, I just realized I'm reading this spreadsheet wrong. That's the projected Phoenix score over there.
Yep.
We go here. So Kairou, who won that? TehMinja won.
Yeah. So if
At
we're
0
looking
ones.
at, so it does look like Derk and the Minja tied. So the tiebreaker will be highest money score across all 4 songs, and it looks like Derk should have that because he's sitting on a 952, and TehMinja has a 905.
Huh, okay, so TehMinja won Kokugen, but if we were under the Phoenix scoring system,
Look, oh my God, yeah.
DefaultK would have won. This is going to be real interesting. I'm going to be curious if anything changes, if anyone starts changing how they tackle when they're in a bad spot in a chart, just trying to juice for accuracy and just kind of letting miss straight by, because currently right now you kind of just try to get to your next step no matter what.
Right, because I believe combo has been reduced to 0.5% of your overall score, and the difference between a bad and a miss, miss is worth no perfects whatsoever, but a bad is worth 1/10 of 1 perfect. So, not really much of a difference between the two.
So